Guys, what is up? Gigan8981 here with another unboxing video. I'm super excited today because I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's finally come in. Let me grab the box here. Oof, I can already smell the vinyl. I am so excited. I had to cover the name so you guys couldn't see what's in the box here, but I'm assuming you mostly likely know what it is because of the name of the video. But I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting for so long since they announced this. I've already opened the box, so I know it's the right side up this time. But let's get this guy open. It's actually packaged pretty nice compared to most of the other X Pluses that I've gotten. Oh yeah. There it is in all its glory. The 50th anniversary Godzilla vs. Gigan set from X Plus. All right, I'm gonna get this guy out of the box and get it cut open so I can show you guys the full unboxing. I'll be right back. All right, let's get rid of this box. See ya. And let's get this guy open. Okay, here we go. The moment I've been waiting for so long. I did forget to mention, this sticker is freaking sick. I've already gone ahead and cut the tape. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm so excited. Let's get this guy open. Taking a deep breath before this one. Oh my. Wow. There we go. Godzilla and Gigan in all their glory. Right off the bat, it kind of looks like Godzilla is a little bit too light from what I remember from the films. He kind of has this light grayish green hue. I'm not too sure if it gets picked up in the camera a bit. Maybe I can bring that a bit closer. But man, Gigan, wow, what a paint application. Not only that, but ooh, that fresh vinyl, that smells amazing. I'm gonna get these guys out of the box. I guess before I do that, they are wrapped like most other X Plus figures. You know, all the extremities are covered in plastic, just regular twist ties around the rest of them. If I pull this guy out, set the box to the side. Of course, they're wrapped in that regular plastic molded lining. I'm gonna get these guys out. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get them put together and I will be right back. Okay, so my camera actually died, so I had to wait until the next day to continue this video. But I had them put together last night, and you know, I took some time just to kind of give them a good look and put together my opinion on them. But here they are. Godzilla and Gigan. So, like my other videos, I'm gonna go step by step. I will do both of them. I guess I'll do one at a time. I'll start off with Godzilla. I'll give you guys a quick overview of the figures themselves, and then I'll go over some of the stuff and my initial thoughts of these two figures here. Let's get Gigan out of here. Center up Godzilla, and we'll move a little bit closer for this. Okay, first I'm going to talk about the paint on the Godzilla here. Like I said in the earlier part, he is a kind of lightish gray color, almost has a bit of a green hue, and as you get down on his knees here, not sure if the camera will be able to pick that up well, it actually gets a little bit lighter on his legs, almost as if he is covered in dirt or something, which does suit the film. If I do remember, he does fall at one point, I think after he gets that nasty wound on his head there. Let me bring it in closer. That wound, though, does look awesome. They did a pretty good job on the paint. It would have been nice if they had used, you know, maybe a secondary color other than just this plain red here. Maybe something to bring in the fact that, you know, it's bleeding from that point over there, but still great. As for the overall suit accuracy, I do think it's spot on. I really can't find anything about this Godzilla that does not fit the film. Especially even some of the spine work on his tail. I do enjoy how they continued the different paint application all the way down to the end of his tail. I know a lot of the other figures tend to kind of paint until the spines get level with the tail, and then at that point it's just the same color as the tail. As for the paint on the spikes, there's actually a nice texture even within the paint itself on the highlights here. You know, the gray parts feel pretty normal, but when you get onto the highlight, there's almost a bit of a resistance on the paint, which feels great. It gives it a little bit more of a texture and it makes it feel different than the rest of the spines. The back work here is really nice. They have each individually sculpted spine, looks really good, and they continue that all the way up to his head. And as you can see here, the paint kind of stops as it gets to the crown of his head. The eyes look great, very, very film accurate. They have that nice, perfectly centered retina there on both eyes. He does not have a lopsided eye like some of the other X Pluses have. The mouth, the detail in the mouth, all individually sculpted teeth. Let me see if I can get this in the light here. I might not be able to. Oh, there we go. It's got that nice pink hue on the inner lining of the mouth there, and it gets darker as it goes into his mouth. He has a sculpted tongue, which you can kind of see there. It's freestanding, so it's not molded into the mouth, which is pretty cool. And it is a lighter pink color than the remainder of the mouth. There is a little bit of paint overlay as it gets over down to his bottom lip here, but you know what? That's fine. It still looks great. Minor things. Now that I'm done with Godzilla, I will get Gigan back on here. So here is Gigan. Now to me, this guy is the real breadwinner in the set. I cannot believe how good of a job they did on the paint application on this guy. It seems that they've also changed the stance slightly from the previous issue of this Gigan. I think his left arm, or one of the arms, seems to be sitting a little bit lower from what I saw in the older photos. But you know what? It's nice. It kind of gives him a bit more of a menacing look in comparison to the old one. I just feel like it would have kind of fit the battle scene a little bit better if his arm was up. Would be kind of cool to have it connect with Godzilla on that spot there, especially if you're into dioramas. As for the paint application, I will go over his entire body here, starting at the head. The head, honestly, spot on. They've even gone down and individually painted each one of these little molding points where the spines come out. If you look into his eyes there, if I can get that to focus, you'll see that there's actually almost like a piece of silver under here that's individually dotted. You can see it a bit better there. Inside his mouth is a red hue on the top there with the mouth split. He does have a tongue, but it is molded into the mouth, so you don't really see it too well unless you're really peeking right in there. His individual spines look great. They're a little bit soft, so you know they can be moved around. I know that they're kind of off-centered here, but I feel like if I heat it up, I can probably get it to stand center there. He's got his small laser dot on his head, which is also painted a deep brown. You can kind of see it there, and it's nice because it's 3 individually sculpted bulbs, which is really cool. Very suit accurate. As for the chest, it's a nice flaked gold. You can kind of see the shimmer on some of these pieces here. It does have a bit of a candy hue in it, which is awesome, especially if you're looking down at his tail here. You can see a bit of the shine as it gets closer to the spines there. His belt on the center here are all individually sculpted, of course. They sit inside an inner layer, looks like, that they're molded onto, and they go from a dark grayish brown out to the full silver. This is also the same for his hooks here, or his arms, and these look great. Just the way that they finished this, I can't believe how well this is. His body itself is a green, almost metallic. On the highlights, it's a lighter, almost forest green, and inside each of these little molds is painted a dark brownish black. Awesome. Now his fins on his back, this is probably my favorite part here. They are a little bit soft, so they are a bit malleable, but wow. Look at that gradient. if they can get the King Ghidorah that's coming out to be like this, that's going to be probably figure of the year if it does get released by the end of the year, like they say. Just an absolute great job, and man, these things are pretty sharp. Moving down to his tail, he's got the gold flake on top with a little bit of brown, and I think they did this to kind of implicate the dirt, kind of the same style that they did with the Godzilla there. And all of this leads up to a sharp point on his tail. This thing's actually pretty sharp too. Oh, kind of just hurt myself. Underneath his feet is the regular X Plus title. He's got a green base with the same kind of gradient color on his toes. I'm very, very happy with the Gigan. I don't quite think I'll find anything bad to say about this guy, but up next I will talk about kind of what I think they should have done with these figures and give you my full final spectrum on what I think of the whole set. I'm just gonna bring the Godzilla back here. Let's move this guy over. There we go. So we got both of them here. Like I said, there's not really that much bad to say about this set. Maybe only a couple of things. I'm extremely happy with it. I'm very happy that I went through with the pre-order because I was a little speculative at first because these are just reissued figures. But you know what? For a 50th anniversary set and at the price point to get both of these guys, I couldn't say no. Now to talk about what I don't like about these figures. First things first, like I said, there's nothing too special about the fact that they're a Rick. Other than somewhat the paint applications on these, there really isn't anything that gives it that Rick quality. It would have been nice if they did have light up features. Like I said, this is a battle set. So to have, you know, Gigan's eye light up like the old Rick did, or even Godzilla's fins here to light up, that would have added a little bit more depth to this set and really pulled that whole battle scene. With that being said, it is nice though that they kind of did the paint application in a different way. You know, there's dirt on Godzilla. He's got the bleeding head, which again, like I said, I think should have been more than just one single red color. On Gigan, you know, you can tell that he's a little bit worn down. His tail is different shades here. His body itself has dirt all along the chest and along the neck pieces and on the pieces that bring into his chest here. But other than that, you're paying for a Rick that's just a slightly different paint application. There's nothing too crazy about this. The last thing I would say is, even though they did change the paint, it would have been nice to have these guys in kind of a bit more of a battle stance, as is a battle set. Gigan does look a little bit better in the sense that it does look like he's, you know, pulling back, ready to fight. But if they had his arm up a little bit more, you could have maybe had them set up so that Godzilla, or not Godzilla, Gigan's arm is sitting up here, like he just dealt the blow, or even Godzilla himself to just be in more of a better stance in this kind of static pose. It almost just seems like he's stunned standing there. Other than that though, I would say these two figures are great. Before I go in and compare them to some of the other figures to show you guys scale, I'm just going to go ahead and take the camera off the stand here and give you guys a nice close look at both of these figures. So now that I've got my camera moved back, I'm going to go ahead and compare them to some of my other 25 centimeter line figures, just so you can kind of see how they scale up towards them, and then I'll pull a couple of my 30 centimeter scale figures and show you how they compare to them. So up first is this guy here, who is actually in my other unboxing video, which I have not gotten around to editing yet. I might end up putting this one out first, so if it works out backwards, you're seeing him here first. This is the Godzilla 2021. as you can see, based on film accuracy and, you know, suit size, does not quite scale too well, sitting inside the 25 centimeter scale, but I believe that that's his fault there. I don't think they did the greatest job on the scale on this guy here. So that's first. Let me grab this guy next. This is the Large Monster Series 2002, who does scale quite a bit better. I think, you know, when it comes to film accuracy and the height of this Godzilla and Gigan compared to the 2002, that does look correct. Turn him over there so you can see his head does sit quite a bit higher. You got maybe a couple of inches on the Godzilla and maybe a half inch on the Gigan there. So now I'll go ahead and compare some of the 30 centimeter line just so you can see how the size and how they'll fit on the shelf. Of course, these guys are not going to be in scale, but I'll start off with this one here. The Yuji Sakai 1991. Next up, I will grab the, let's grab the, you know what? I'll grab the Godzilla 2000 here. He should be quite a bit larger than these two guys. Yeah, a lot bigger. And that's how he'll look in comparison to those guys. And then finally, just because why not, I'd have to actually move my camera for this one, if it even fits. Slide this guy over, slide this guy over. There. Oh, it does fit. Destroyer. That actually does kind of look a little bit accurate. I feel like if this Godzilla was going up against that Destroyer, that would probably be about where his height would be on that. Kind of cool. Maybe I'll display these two guys together. I'll see. So now, I just got to go ahead and pick a spot on the shelf for these guys now. Maybe I'll attach a picture to the end of this video and show you where they both ended up. Like always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I will get that Godzilla 2021 video out soon as well. Work picked up so much, I just got so delayed on it, but these guys I really do want to get out. I was really excited for them, and I'm not too sure too many people have these on YouTube yet. So I'll get these out quick, and I'll attach a pic at the end of this video of where I end up putting these guys. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. It's been a bite, guys. Have a good one.